You know, one of the biggest issues in collecting is buying the same figure multiple times just because it's made by different companies. But the good thing about that is that you can always pick and choose which one you want to keep and which one you want to get rid of. And I would say I'd be doing the same thing, but I've already decided that this figure is not for me. I'm just going to be taking a look at it, and then it's going to be going to one of my Instagram buddies. So yeah, I hope you like this figure. I hope you like this review. But let's see what this figure is all about. After, of course, we take a look at that sexy packaging and a standard MAFEX packaging. You got Spider-Man in here with the window packaging, a whole bunch of accessories, as you guys can see. Spider-Man image at the bottom, Spider-Man Homecoming right there. MAFEX number 47, Medicom toys, Spider-Man action figure, a bunch of stuff at the bottom that doesn't really matter. Cool image of him wall crawling on the side or squatting down right there. Another cool image of him upside down right here on the back. MAFEX 47 once again, Spider-Man Homecoming version action figure. Nothing too special about it. Some cool poses you can get him into on the back. Nothing special, just like the front or the rest of the packaging, but it's cool. I like it. It's just, like I said, standard MAFEX packaging, but that don't matter. With that said, let's go ahead and crack this box open and take a look at what's inside. Now, the question I know everyone wants to know is how does it fare next to the SH Figure Arts? And as you guys can see, both of them look good in their own way. Now, one thing I will say about this guy is that the colors are much more accurate to the actual movie. The blue, the red, and even the eyes. And honestly, I feel like this one is much more appealing to look at than the SH Figure Arts. I don't know how he fares articulation wise and all that yet, since I haven't really played with him much and this is coming straight out of the box. But I will say, just looking at this one, it does look a whole lot better, and honestly, I'm digging it. I really like this figure so far, and I gotta say already that I'm probably by the end of the video going to be recommending it. Now, I will start off early by saying that this guy is expensive. I paid $77 for him, but that only means he was $50 because I got him from Nippon, who took forever to ship him out, by the way. But anyway, yeah, I paid $77, and honestly, if you want to get him in America, I think he's out now, but his retail is $70, so either way, you're going to be paying about $70 for this guy. But with that said, I'm going to sit him back real quick, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at just how tall he is. Now, for the height, he stands right at a little bit over 5.5 inches, I'll say about 5.7, and the SH Figure Arts, if you haven't seen my review, stands actually about the same thing. I'd say 5.6, 5.7. So he's a little bit taller, as you guys can see, like, I don't know, not much at all. So that's one thing I do think that they did pretty well, because as you guys know, Tom Holland is pretty small. So they got that accurate. On top of that, he is a teenager. I will show him off a little bit later with some size comparisons. But yeah, as you guys can see, he is indeed a little bit taller than the SH Figure Arts. Now, for articulation, he can look up extremely well. He looks down about that much, but as you guys can see, there's a slight gap right there in the neck. So, yeah, you have to turn him this way in order for that to look good. His head is on a ball peg, so you can turn that however you want to. The neck is also on a ball peg, so you can move that however you want. Diaphragm joint works extremely well going forward and back, as you guys can see. So, man, there is a gap in there once again, so you're going to have to watch how you pose it, but it does work well. You can move him around just about however you want to. His arms go up that much, which is extremely good. He does have a butterfly joint in there, something I love. He does have a swivel right here, double jointed elbows, but you can only bend it about that much. His hand is on a hinge right here, as you guys can see, but you can pretty much move that however you want to with very little limitation by the web shooters. His foot goes out that much. Love that. Oh, by the way, he does have a waist swivel as well, so you can turn him right there. His foot goes back that much if you kind of pull it out a little bit, which isn't that bad. It still looks cool. He does have a slight swivel in there. You can make him do the splits about that much. Not going to force it because, like I said, this is not my figure. But also, now that I see something right here, this crotch piece right here, all of this is just a soft plastic. It doesn't look like it, but now that I've moved it, you can actually see it. So yeah, he does have double jointed knees. Those move extremely well. He does not have any kind of swivel down here. Foot goes down about that much, goes up about that much. He does have ankle pivot, which is good, and he does have a good toe hinge. So articulation wise, this guy is honestly just as good as the SH Figure Arts. That's one thing I will say. And in certain aspects, I'll say it's even better. But yeah, digging it. MAFEX has done a great job with this so far. And to move on to even better stuff, let's go ahead and take a look at those accessories. Now for accessories, he comes with his standard looking face, as you guys can see, and this is the one with his eyes open looking normally, and he comes with a pair of relaxed hands in the packaging, and as you guys can see, he can also hold his mask in this hand. A lot of people were saying that they could not get him to hold the mask, but if you wedge it in there properly, it will go. Now for what's unimportant, he comes with a stand and a pair of instructions, which we've got a million times and no one ever reads the instructions, so yeah, we can get that out of the way. Now on to the hands. He comes with a lot, so I'm going to run through them quickly. He comes with a pair of wall crawling hands, as you guys can see. He comes with a pair of other hands. I believe these are actually the ones for holding the mask. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like it would probably go in better with these. He comes with a pair of fists, which every action figure / superhero needs. He comes with a pair of wall crawling hands for a metal wall. This is the one that came with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. So if you have that, you can place him on here. I wish they would have included these in the promo pictures to show that he came with them, because more people would have gotten this guy. He comes with a pair of hands to hold on to the webs, which I'll show in just a sec. He comes with a pair of thwipping hands, of course, because, I mean, this is Spider-Man. Every Spider-Man should come with these, unless it's the symbiote Spider-Man. And he comes with, last but not least, a pair of feet where you can plug them on the wall as well. And most people probably leave these on. Now, for alternate heads, he comes with this one, as you guys can see, and he also comes with this one right here with the eyes a little squinted. I wish he would have came with an instant kill head, but I guess that's a little bit too much to ask for. And he comes with another head, but I will save that for last because I'm probably going to have to talk about it a little bit. Now, for webs, he comes with, I don't know what happened to the other one. Ah, here it goes. He comes with two smaller shooting webs. These are the ones that you actually plug around the wrist. Take out the hand, plug them around the wrist, and he can shoot them, if I can talk right. He comes with a pair of longer shooting webs, which these are cool. These are probably everyone's favorites right here. He comes with a pair of webs that he can just grip. You put them around his hand, which I dig these as well. These can be used for when he's web swinging or something. And he also comes with this one, which I don't really know the point of it, but hey, it's an extra accessory, so can't get upset about it. He also comes with this piece right here that goes on to this. You just plug it in there, and like I said, I'm not really sure what this is for because this goes onto the stand. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, they added it. It's an extra accessory. Can't argue it. But last but not least, the Andrew, if I can talk right, the Tom Holland head. And I am going to talk about this head while I've got it in hand. Still can't believe I screwed that up and said Andrew Garfield, but hey, I did a little too much recording on that last part, and I wasn't going to go back and edit it all out or do it over. But as you guys can see, in my opinion, this head looks fascinating. I don't have any issues with it at all. And I mean, if you look at it, honestly, it looks, you can tell who it is. It's never gonna be perfect with MAFEX. I've seen some people who got some really bad sculpts, but if you just look at this closely, think about the Andrew Garfield head that we got that looked like a damn Barbie doll head. This actually looks extremely good, people. So honestly, I don't know if you're just gonna get a bad one or what, but I dig this. I will say it was kind of hard to wedge in there, But yeah, if you do have that issue, put some hot water on it and it'll go right on. But this head, it's phenomenal. It looks like Tom Holland, and honestly, I think if Tom Holland had it, he would be 100% satisfied with it. So yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the MAFEX Horribly Made Superman from Batman Dawn of Justice, and of course the Ben Affleck Batman from Dawn of Justice, which is mediocre. Now here he is standing next to two Marvel Legends, the Marvel Legends punching bag right here on the left, and then on the right you got the Jon Bernthal Daredevil series Punisher. By the way, he is getting his own series coming to Netflix. I believe it's November 17th when Justice League drops, so go check that out. Now, last but not least, here he is standing next to some of my other Spider-Man, the SH Figure Art Spider-Man, as you guys can see on the far left, one that I received from my buddy Friendly Neighborhood Collector. Go check out his channel, by the way. That's the one that's in the middle, the Symbiote Spider-Man, and then on the right, you've got the Marvel Legends Symbiote Spider-Man that has been used a million times by the same body. So, as you guys can see, he's been just about shorter than every figure I've shown him next to. So, yeah, pretty small figure, but definitely awesome, and still, in my opinion, definitely worth it. Now, for my final thoughts on this figure, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This is a very, very, very good improvement by MAFEX. And, I mean, honestly, they would be a done deal if they weren't increasing their prices so much. It seems like the quality of their figures has gone up, but at the cost of the prices, which kind of sucks because, I mean, if you're paying $45 for something, it should be good regardless. I don't see why they had to increase the price of their figures 20 and 30 bucks for us to get good quality figures, but the last few that I've had from them haven't had many issues. Now, I will say my Joker was a very big epic fail. I don't even want to discuss that. But other than that one paint failure, I had no issues with it. The only problem was that he was 60 bucks. And MAFEX, come on, you guys. You should have been doing this before. This is what we should have been getting before. I understand you guys are coming up and improving on your work. That's cool. But still, that doesn't mean you have to raise the price. There are other figure companies that sucked at first and the price still didn't go up. But anyway, back to Spider-Man. That little rant is over. The figure is dope. That's it. The figure is dope. Is it better than the SH Figure Arts? That is not something for me to say. It's all about preference. And does this come with more accessories? Yes. Does this look more accurate to the movie? Yes. Does that make that better than this figure? Not necessarily. Because if you enjoy this one more at the end of the day, that's your choice to make. That's not mine to make. So I understand people want to compare these two all the time. Personally, I like both of them. If I get rid of this figure, I will be okay without it. I am going to miss it because I do like this guy, but I already set him up to be sold. And if I miss it, I'll just get it in the future. But yes, I do give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. One thing I really like that they did, and since we're talking about it, I'll go ahead and show it off. Right here, they put the blue on that side of the joint, and the whole joint's not just red like they did on the SH Figure Arts. I appreciate small stuff like that, and honestly, I just dig it. I will say that I dig it. Figure is worth it, and I hope you guys like this review. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. What are you doing here if you haven't already? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And as always, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.